Well, g'day there traders and friends right around the world. Thanks for joining me on this Wednesday afternoon market recap. What I want to do in particular is address one stock which has given us a whipsaw to the downside in today's trading session. That stock, of course, is ALIBABA. What I'm also going to do is share my own personal experiences with this trade, with the analysis, with the mechanics of the order placement. I want to be as transparent as possible. I always am transparent when it comes to market analysis and individual trade setups, but I've had a few people email in and say, look, obviously I was stopped out today. What happened? Why didn't the trade work out? And I just want to put things in perspective and in context. As a professional trader, the analysis and mechanics of the market are quite simple once you master it. There's no denying that whatsoever. I can teach anyone to trade the stock market. What is the hardest component of mastering the stock market and becoming a profitable trader is what we call the mentality of a trader. It's very, very important that you can understand and come to grips with what can happen in the event when a trade moves against you. Now, personally in ALIBABA, I was triggered into shorts on ALIBABA at 82.36. This was the trade setup. We were looking at targets on this particular trade as low as $70, and we were expecting some form of a capitulation in the actual stock price. You can see my target down here, about $71.13. This trade setup, as at the close on Tuesday afternoon, was one of my favorite trades. We had closed below the IPO lows going back to October 2014. It was a brilliant swing trade setup. It was very reminiscent of Twitter going back about 6 months ago when we really, for the first time, closed below the IPO lows going back to May 2014, when we saw, a complete capitulation in the price of Twitter, where about 22% of the equity price in that stock was written off. I was expecting the same to occur, with the price of ALIBABA. Now, personally, I entered it upwards of 30 put contracts at this price right here. It's very confident in the trade. It was very exciting. And today you can see we've had what we call a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern. I had my stop up here at $85.39. This has resulted in a net loss of about 30% on this particular trade. Now, yes, it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's not going to define me. What is most important is that you pick yourself up and you move on from this one particular swing trade. When it comes down to it, ALIBABA rallied close to $4 today. It was up about 4% or very close to 5%, 4.7% I do believe. But I want you to understand that the trade setup was good. It was a solid trade setup, and sometimes in this business which we operate in, you get these adverse types of results. In other words, you see a trade which looks stellar, it looks incredible. You even saw the gap down today, but it moved against us for the entire trading session. I'm not shying away from the fact that I took a pretty substantial loss on this trade. You can do the maths if you're working with 30 put contracts in the money, strike price of 85. That's out there. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. I want to be as transparent as possible, but keep it in the context of the bigger picture. If you want to get into the game of trading the stock market and you want to be successful, you're going to get hit from time to time. There's no two ways about it. I'm not denying that whatsoever. You can see that when we place these trades to a high degree of probability, we obviously get it in the right direction and we make money. But what comes with trading and any type of business is loss. And this is one particular trade where we experienced a loss. So I hope you see the genuine analysis, my sincerity in this market update or in this particular stock update. My perspective on ALIBABA at the moment is completely neutral. I'm completely flat. We can retest this. We can still fail. We can ultimately still fail on this particular stock. But at the moment, I am out of this stock. Moving into Wednesday's trading session, I did not believe that this was going to occur. It had very slim chances. But you know what? It did occur, and there's no problem being bitter about it, or there's no point being bitter about it and saying that, look, technical analysis doesn't work. I'm just, upset. I'm a victim. Never portray yourself as a victim. Move on to the next trade, walk into the next group of trade setups, and then we'll make this money back, of course. So I just really wanted to address ALIBABA. I really did, and I wanted to share again my personal experiences with this particular trade setup. This is the first time, I've been whacked. Really whacked in a trade setup when it comes to trading trading options or trading a stock. It's been such a long time since I've experienced anything like this. And it's always a good, kick up the backside to say, look, these things can occur. And it's always best to trade with a stop. Why? Because it stops, the bleeding immediately. So I hope you can see the benefit and my intended goodwill in this particular stock update. If you have any questions, please email me. I want to hear from you, and I want to walk through this particular trade setup. It's interesting because when I boil it down to, what I boil it down to is that Baba's lost, it's not even $3.91. That's from the open. I mean, $82.36 up to $85.39. We've lost a flat $3 on Baba. All right, been dancing around it. That's the point which I want to make. All that this has done is that it's eaten into the incredible profit which we made on Apple. I mean, really, that's the net result of this overall Baba trade. It hurts, but it's just eaten away from Apple profit. It's eaten away from Google profit. It's eaten away most recently from the Facebook profit, which came very close to our target again at 81.39. Move your stop up on this particular trade. All of this trade and this trade analysis at the end of the day is for you. It's for your purpose. I get great pleasure and joy from bringing this to you, but I understand it can hurt at times. I really, really do, and I just wanted to, align my perspective, align my feelings with you, and to try and just say, look, it's time to move on. This particular trade has run its course. It didn't work out, in of course, the way we wanted it to. We put ourselves in that opportunity or in that scenario, at least to make some nice profit in the event that this stock did capitulate. It didn't happen. So be it. Let's move on. And that's really what I wanted to address on this Wednesday afternoon market recap. So again, if you have any questions, email me, schedule a call with me. I'll be happy to speak you through this. But when I give you these trade setups, I'm with you 100% on these trade setups. And when something like this happens, don't portray yourself as a victim. All right. There are many other people around the world who are in the same position. And by the way, it sounds as if I'm talking all doom and gloom at the moment, but I just want you to see the sincerity in this market update or in this particular stock update. So I'll leave it there. Have a great Wednesday afternoon. Onwards and upwards. Let's look for some additional trades, one of which has been Caterpillar. Caterpillar starting to break down from that Bollinger Band squeeze. Volume increase, which is interesting. Put your stop in above the shooting star on Tuesday's candle, and let's just see what happens. With Caterpillar for the week ahead, this could be one of the stocks which starts to bring back that $3 hit that we took on Baba. All the best traders and friends right around the world. Have a fantastic Wednesday evening. Goodbye.